Hey guys, welcome back to the August Diaries. Today I am doing the very much requested skincare video for you. So I'm going to start doing my morning skincare routine, and then I'm also going to do kind of like an evening section, and that'll include like masks and kind of anything else that I use. But I wanted to break it up into two steps just because I tend to use a lot of products and they rotate a lot, so it would be just so many products all at once. Because it's part of my job to test all beauty products, I kind of tend to switch up my routine a lot. But I do have some products that I have been using for months or years and that I absolutely love and wouldn't take out of my routine. Somebody very kindly said that my skin was looking very good lately, which totally made my day. I struggled with acne when I was a teenager, and then in my 20s, my skin wasn't awful, but I just could not get rid of blemishes. You can see right here that this is a scar from a blemish that I had 3 months ago. It was maybe the worst spot I've ever had in my entire life. Right in the middle of my forehead. I mean, you guys remember from any past videos. Anyways, it's starting to clear up now and my skin is doing really well. I really think that the Ordinary line from DECIEM was really helpful. And so I use those products all the time, and then I'm kind of mixing in other stuff as I find it. So good morning, and I will take you through my skincare routine. So in the morning, I don't wash my face. I just splash it with super cold water just to kind of wake me up and get rid of any skincare or oils or anything from overnight. I would say that I have like combination acne prone skin or like blemish prone skin. And it can be super oily in my T-zone, but it also gets super dry here in the winter in Toronto. I don't like to wash my face and strip it of the natural oils in the morning. So first thing I do when I get up is put on lip balm because my lips are just permanently chapped. Right now I'm using LANOLIPS. This is their 101 ointment that you can use anywhere and everywhere. So I just put a little bit of that on my lips. And someone was making fun of me for holding my hand behind the product on my blog the other day, which I admit looks really funny. But the reason why I do it is because I want the camera to focus on the product, not on my face. So if I just go like this, the camera doesn't focus on the product. But if I bring it up like that, then you can actually see what the product looks like and see the name and everything. So the next thing I use, this is by The Ordinary. This is their salicylic acid 2% treatment. I actually use this morning and night, especially when I have a blemish. It's kind of a spot treatment, but I tend to put it on a daily basis where I tend to break out. So like my chin, around my nose, and then on my forehead, just to kind of keep everything in check. It's just in a dropper like this. So I put a little bit on my fingers, and then I'll put it on my chin, nose, and then anywhere I have a blemish or tend to break out. And then I use the Estee Lauder Eye Matrix, Estee Lauder Advanced Night Repair Eye Concentrate Matrix. So this is a nightly repair eye concentrate, but I use it all the time. I use it day and night. So you just use a little dropper and put it around your eye like that. So then I just tap it in with my fingers. Make sure you're tapping and not rubbing. And I like to put it kind of way over here so that my fine lines are moisturized and kind of being treated. Next, I go in with The Ordinary Niacinamide and Zinc. So this is a high-strength vitamin and mineral blemish formula. It's really good for getting rid of any scars or blemishes or kind of the little spots that you have after getting blemishes. So I put this all over my face. This again has a dropper. I put this all over my face in the morning. That's kind of one day that I'll do for quick morning products. So I don't like to do these on the same day just because I find that my skin is quite sensitive and it can be a little bit overwhelmed by products. But another product that I've really liked is the Drunk Elephant C-FIRMA Day Serum. It has 15% L-ascorbic acid So it has a lot of vitamin C and ferulic acids and peptides. It's supposed to help with diminished appearance of UV photo damage and aging, and to give you a lot of luminosity and radiance. So I find that this is quite strong, which is not a bad thing at all, but I don't like to mix it with kind of like salicylic acid or other stuff that can kind of get in the way or irritate my skin. This is something else that I will use on a daily basis. I'll just kind of go back and forth. The cool thing about this is that it has a reservoir effect, they call it, which means that it cannot be washed or rubbed off for 72 hours after you put it on, which is amazing. So I'm not gonna put that on, but I do use this on another day. Before sunscreen, I like to do a moisturizer. So I have a few that I really like, and I'll switch them up. So one of them is the Drunk Elephant B Hydra Intensive Hydration Gel. Another one is the Dermalogica Super Rich Repair. It is very rich. It has like shea butter, oil of primrose, or sorry, of evening primrose. I really like how moisturized and soft it makes my skin. So this is kind of when I'm feeling super, super dry. Another one is this super basic CETAPHIL moisturizing lotion. I've been using CETAPHIL for years. I use their face cleanser pretty much every night, and they're so good for sensitive skin, and they do their job. And if I'm ever breaking out from a product, or I find that my skin is really irritated, I'll always go back to CETAPHIL and just use the cleanser and the moisturizer just to kind of like really get my skin to baseline. This is actually for body, or can be used on your body. I think this is actually for your body. But I love this on my face. I also really like the Bobbi Brown Illuminating Moisture Balm. Today, I'm gonna go with the Drunk Elephant B Hydra Gel. And I also wanna know, not necessarily with salicylic acid and niacinamide, which is more for blemishes, but with any other serums or moisturizers, make sure that you do your neck and your chest. I've heard that women in Paris and France, whenever they get a facial, the facialist will go all the way down, include their neck and their décolletage, if you will, which is a great idea because obviously that ages as well. And now I'm gonna do sunscreen, which I wear every single day. And I know people think it's ridiculous. My fiance laughs at me, and he's a doctor. My favorite sunscreen is the Dermalogica Dynamic Skin Recovery SPF 50. This is from their Age Smart line. And I like to just like tap everything on first to make sure that I'm getting the product where I need it. And that is my daytime skincare routine. I guess I'll just quickly do my makeup and show you guys. Then in the next video, I will make sure to show you all of my evening skincare, and I'll include my masks and everything in that. So I'll just zoom you in. Oh God, that's very close. The first thing that I use right after my sunscreen is my Jane Iredale PUREPRESSED Powder Foundation Base. Right now I'm using Golden Glow. And I do just a super light dusting. Next, I put on a bronzer. I have a few different favorites, but right now I'm using the Marc Jacobs, and I just use like a big face brush. Put it kind of along my cheekbones, onto my cheeks. I mean, you guys know the drill. Anyone who's seen any of my like everyday makeup tutorials, this is not going to be any different. But I just thought I would do this for you now because I'm here and doing it in front of the camera anyway. So then I use just a fluffy brush and brush it on my eyelids. It doesn't really look like you're wearing eyeshadow, it just kind of makes you look a little bit glowier. Okay, concealer is next. Right now I'm using NARS Soft Matte Complete Concealer, a little bit under my eyes. I really like that it's creamy and pretty moisturizing because my under eye area kind of tends to get really dry and flaky in the winter. So then I'll just like spot conceal wherever I need it. Obviously this guy right here. And then I will set everything with my Charlotte Tilbury airbrush powder. And this is a Sephora brush. And I just kind of will put it where I get really oily and where I've done any concealing. Then I'll do mascara. Right now I'm using the Maybelline Total Temptation mascara. I love it. Oh, I need to curl my eyelashes first. I don't need to do that. And then I'll inevitably get some mascara on my eyelid. So I like to just touch that up. NARS Torrid Blush. I kind of like to put it not necessarily right on the apple of my cheek, but like up my cheekbone. And then I put a little bit on my nose and on my eyelid. Oops, not that much on my eyelid. I have my eyebrows microbladed, so I don't do anything with them on a daily basis. I'm just too lazy. I just brush them up with, what is this? My Benefit brow brush. And then if I feel like it, I'll do some highlighter. My current favorite is from MAC. So I'll just do like the smallest amount because it's during the day. Just like that, down my nose. And then if I look tired, I'll just put a little bit of that in the corner of my eyes. I can do lips, but I don't want to. I usually just, during the day, I mean, first of all, if I'm not going anywhere, I don't put makeup on. I just work at home without makeup on. I'll just leave my skincare as is. Can you guys help me out and tell me the best lip balms for like super dry winter lip skin? Is that a thing, lip skin? If I want my makeup to stay, I will use the I'll use the MAC Fix Plus Prep and Prime Spray. And that's it. So this video was very much requested. I really hope that it was helpful. If you guys have any questions, please feel free to email me or ask me in the comments. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already. I'm going to be doing a ton of giveaways. I get a lot of products and I try and use as many of them as I can. It's part of my job, but sometimes I just can't get to everything. So I just did one with Charlotte Tilbury where I gave away like $600 worth of Charlotte Tilbury makeup because I already had quite a lot of it. Thanks guys, have a great day and I will see you in the next video.